So many teams, so many ambitions. There is certainly a heightened sense of urgency here, with the prize seemingly within their reach. It is time to make it happen. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Kakitani. They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's picked his way through. Messi! Just off target.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Rodri. And it's Locatelli. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Kakitani. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Goes looking wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Camavinga kept his eye on it, and he's there. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Kakitani. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Nepal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Camavinga. And it's DiMarco. First quarter of an hour gone. He's through here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Nepal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
It shapes to shoot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
No goals as yet. Messi. Now it's Kakitani. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
In with the challenge. Oh, there's a probing ball. DiMarco. Now that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. And it's Rodri. He's had it taken off him.
Shun and Belmare are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Camavinga. Can he latch on to this? Now that is a hefty challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Bruno Fernandes. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Kakitani, and here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
DiMarco. Pass somewhat off target. Locatelli. Messi. Now, can they get him away? Yamal. That is very well defended. Oh, that's a key interception. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Nice interception, his... Oh, no, what has happened here? Good ball, good take. And the finish! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Nepal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And he's being shifted off it. And he's searching through. Oh, shooting chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rodri gets rid without sophistication. That ball looks a good one. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rodri. To Bruno Fernandes. And he's worked it through. Great chance! Has has a shot! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And the pass is intercepted. Serginho takes control of it and he's on the move. Messi. Kakatani in the hunt and looking threatening.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Aimed beyond the defence, and he's certainly on some real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Yamal. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, they've got it again. And here's Fernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Messi. Yamal. Not the most accurate pass. Locatelli. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Stood up well to him there. Yamal. Oh, nicely intercepted. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Upamecano cuts it out. Yamal. And shifted it to the flank.
There they go, hunting again.
That's really well cleared. That pass has been well intercepted. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to play it through. That is a great pick out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Kakatani. Great vision. Yamal.
Nepal appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
He's given the time to pick a pass. Bruno Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Well, that is one way to stop him. Looking for the run. Messi. Picked out, brilliant chance! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Now it's Messi. Out to the left it goes. And it's made its way to him. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Can he get it through? There they go, hunting in packs. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Mukhtar Dahari. Number 11, Messi. Number 22,
Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire.
Tries a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Messi. Brilliantly cut out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Kakitani. Real chance here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Locatelli. And that has put paid to that. And time is up. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so... Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Olise gets over and intercepts. And this is Dembele. He's found a way through. Looking for options for movement. They're back in possession, and Kubo! It's a loose ball. Cross into the ball, gets his head on it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Pass somewhat off target. He shifted it to the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and he's had it nicked away. There's the crossfield ball. Decent progress down the left. And they've switched it over to the other side. Now it's Dembele. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here? Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. In he goes again! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Goulet really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
It'll be a throw-in. Kubo crosses it in here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. McTominay. Oh, good-looking ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Out to the left it goes. Back into the middle. Goes for a shot! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
So it is still 0-0. Kyle could be danger here. Here's Zakaria. Pogba. And he's lost his man here. Arda Güler shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's Arda Güler. Spread it left. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. And here's Dembele. Zakaria tries to play it through. It's Dembele! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
He's and he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's hoisted clear. Over to the left. Svila. And that has left him in a heap. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Decent chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Zakaria. Pogba. Now it's Goulet. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal! Now who's going to be... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Driving forward, looking for the run. That looks a good ball through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Olise cuts it out. Barcola. And it's O'Reilly. And it's Pogba. Spread out to the left. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Goes looking wide. It's anyone's ball now.
1 minute added time.
Oh, well played. Dembele looking understandably energised after his goal. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And now, to all members of
Yeah,
the
you don't get
crowd,
any points
I'd
for
like
stating the
to
obvious,
join
Peter,
me
but
in
thankfully
wishing
this is
our
still very
birthday boy
savable.
a very
Keep things
special
simple,
birthday.
keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Messi. And it's made its way to Yamal! Just off target. And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, super ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's having a go. Oh, that was no routine save.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So their fourth corner of the game. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. He can get that clear. Early ball out from the back. Played in deep. Keeper has taken decisive action. Haaland. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Kubo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming, and a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Number 11, Messi. Number 22, Yamal. Number 19, DeMarco. Coming on the field, number 7, Mbappe. Number 9, Xavi Simons. Number 13, Federico Valverde. Number 10, Hazard.
They're up to 5 corners now. Alexander-Arnold is there to clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he decides to cross it. Van Dijk with the clearance. And it's Doué. Xavi Simons. And the pass is intercepted. Played out to the left flank. Played back in. Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that's cause for mild irritation.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Xavi Simons. Deftly away. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Aimed beyond the defence. McTominay. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitution on the field. Number 3, Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field is number 2,
Zakaria.
David Alaba.
Eze. Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in. He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. 2 to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Can he get on the end of this? Look at this. Can he finish? Yes! And the lead is extended still further. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Hazard. Olise gets across to intercept that. Kubo. Zakaria. Mbappe is onto this. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Xavi Simons gets into a good position. And that's the keeper's ball. Foden. This looks promising. Doué.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Haaland. That has ended up in no man's land. There will be 4 extra minutes. And he was quick to react.
Pretty robust defending.
And it's Azar. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe receives it in a good position. Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Xavi Simons gets flagged offside. And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's got away, and he's in on goal. He's shifting through the gears here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Yamal is onto this. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, good spread. And it's Messi. Referee's given a throw. There will be a throw-in. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Messi. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Oyarzabal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can they get him away? Decent chance! It's in! And that was his 20th goal for this team. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Son Heung-min. Oh, nicely intercepted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Benfica have it back and can go again. And it's Messi. Taken back almost at once. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking to play him in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great vision. It's a promising position. Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! That is good alertness. Alexander-Arnold. No way through. Oh, easy pickings there. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. Messi. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now this could be a chance. There's the shot! Son Heung-min.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Son Heung-min. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's free, he has got space. Oh, great keeping, snaffled out the danger.
Well, his positioning was just spot on and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Donnarumma did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Son Heung-min. Benfica finding their passes. And they're quick to get it. Shot, surely! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And he was alert to it. Chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. Fajuli! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Camavinga! Just off target.
Camavinga is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Played out to the left flank. Messi. And it's Fascioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Fascioli. Caicedo. Messi. And that is a little undercooked. And that is as far as they're going to go. Goes looking wide. DiMarco. Oh, no joy this time. Vardiol gets rid without... he's given it away! Caicedo. That has been slung wide. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Caicedo. And it's Messi. It's run loose here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now that's well seen too. Akanji. McTominay goes steaming forward. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Van Dijk makes the interception. Camavinga knocks it into space. And it's made its way to him. He's away. Can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Van Dijk. Akanji gets across to intercept that.
Nepal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Nicely weighted ball. Fascioli. Just about up to 75 minutes. Son Heung-min. Vardiol. That's a little off target. Fascioli. That's a good ball out wide.
Benfica appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Camavinga. Hazard is in a really good position out wide. Now there's a fine shapes to shoot! Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Simons.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well timed, excellent interception. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
It's Kane! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Xavi Simons has got himself a free kick. Caicedo, and it's Fascioli. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. No way through there. Plenty to aim at. Can he finish? Off the post. Foot in. Simons. And that is as far as it goes. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Caros espectadores, consultem o ecrã gigante para informações acerca dos horários dos comboios em todas as...
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, good-looking ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to pass it through, and Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Yamal's, oh, smashing header! Now, who's going to be first to this? Spread out to the left. Threads one in. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's got away. Iwobi. Played in. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
There's the crossfield ball. Matthäus. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. He's got tall.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Hazard. And this is Van Nistelrooy. DiMarco. Messi. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Matthäus can so cleverly bypass the press. Looking for the run. It's a pretty loose pass.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter.
He's one-on-one. He's having a shot! Can he finish? And he can clear it away. And it's McTominay. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Looking to play him in. Bojan. And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dembele. DiMarco. Now it's Messi. Matthäus plays it through. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a throw-in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Hazard. Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Dembele. Can he get it through? And this is Bojan. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. That is ended up in no man's land. Howson, all the way back. And it's Iwobi. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Is there? Can he finish? Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
DiMarco is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Iwobi, not the most accurate pass. No, it's come to nothing. Howson is always looking to break lines. Pinches it off him. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
That gets things going for the second half.
Nepal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Out towards the flank. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Howson. Out to the left it goes. Now, can they get him away? Hazard. And that's aimed into the middle. And no, that was never going to make it. Van Nistelrooy. No foul, says the referee. DiMarco. And it's Messi. And Fernandez. Van Dijk. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Dembele. Bojan Kurkic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Tries to play it through. Bullish header! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Iwobi in acres of space out wide.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Yamal. Number 19.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
On the field.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Xabi Alonso is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Pass somewhat off target. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Swung over. Bojan. Dembele. Searching pass he's played there. And that has been knocked clear. Dembele is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
No, he's not getting any further than that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. That's tidy. In by Van Nistelrooy! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Mbappe. Some good work on the right flank here. Marquinhos. Hazard, given the lift of his goal. And this is Van Nistelrooy. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that is a little undercooked. That's a good ball.
Great chance!
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 11, Messi. Number 3, Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field, number 20, Kane. Number 9, Xavi Simons. Number 2,
Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. Now can he find a fit? And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
3-0 and things are... And the finish! Caught offside that time. Great defending, strong and determined.
Nepal are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Now it's Kane. Hazard has it in a wide position. Terrific header! Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Kane. Plays a sharp little ball here, and he's managed to get free. Van Nistelrooy was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Can he get onto this? Hazard gets across to intercept that. There will be 4 extra minutes. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that... It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth...
He gets big! He will be livid with himself. Fernandez aimed beyond the defence. He's away. Chance for a shot. Well, now it's a race for the ball, and this is Messi. Has another go. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Alexander-Arnold. And a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Camavinga. And Fernandez. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. There's the shot! Oh, it's come loose.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Struck first time. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. They get a throw in. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Messi. Well, that's well seen too. Alexander-Arnold.
Algeria clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you...
Decent chance! It's in! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's got the beating of his man. Shapes to shoot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's got away. Alexander-Arnold. Barcola. And it's Fernandez. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Olmo. And he's had it nicked away. McTominay. Fernandez. Now it's Messi. Has a shot! Oh, within an inch or two.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Kubasi. Now it's Dani Olmo. Fernandez producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Tries to pass it through. This looks promising. Oh, he goes for... There it is! Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Barcola. Fernandez. Turns back here, probably the best option. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Fernandez. Half-time getting close now. Barcola. Out to the left it goes. Donnarumma. Upamecano. Taken back almost at once. He's in a great position here. Dani Olmo. He's on it. Can he get away? Messi! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Now it's Yamal. And no, that was never going to make it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And the second half gets underway. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Barcola. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Messi. And that's an errant pass.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for the run. Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Played out towards the right wing. And they've got a throw. Fernandez. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he was quick to react. And that has left him in a heap. More and more pressure on the ball here.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
The attendance for this match
Yamal
was 80,300.
looking for options for movement. And he's gone backward here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Great vision. That is a brilliant interception. Barcola. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now this could be a chance. Kane. McTominay.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Up he goes! It's there! It is no contest. It is a landslide. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Substitution.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Yeah, simply trying to force an error.
McTominay. Nice looking ball. That has been cut short. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Fernandez. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now, that looks a decent ball. Hazard with the terrific header! No, he can't turn it in.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Fernandez. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Messi. Into the last quarter of an hour. Spread out to the left. Hazard has it out wide and in space. Oh, smashing header! And that is high.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Substitution for Algeria. Number 8.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 18. Almada. Coming on the field.
Foyt.
Number 19. Number 6.
Foyt kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's going for goal! He's put his foot right through that one.
Valverde clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
That's a good... He's having a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper...
Real chance! Time and again they are repelled. Hazard. Simons. Great chance! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
85 minutes is number 9, Xavi Simons.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Knocks it into space. Oh, good take. Can he finish? Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Surely now! Oh, almost a sixth. Camavinga. Good ball, good take. Tries a shot! He's put it wide.
Substitution for Algeria. Number 10.
So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, and the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Barcola. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that is a shot, surely! Kubasi. Oh, this looks sharp. Just eases him off the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's McTominay. Martinez gets rid. And that's it. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the...
Well, nothing beats the feeling of getting promoted. The hard work already done, the team can set out to enjoy this game and bask in the adulation of their adoring fans. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
And it's made its way to it. Tries a shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And for a moment, time stood still. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably...
Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! About as smooth as it gets. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's had it nicked away. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, well played, well played. And he's quick to get it clear again. And claimed it back swiftly. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Fernandez. And Messi! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Kane wins. He's tried one! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Messi. Knocks it into space, and he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And yes, it's him again. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Thauvin, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yamal. And that is a little undercooked. That has been cut short. Asensio. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Yamal. Now that looks a decent ball. Robertson. Camavinga. Tries from distance. Akanji. And it's Caicedo. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. He's on it, can he get away? Decent chance! Sticks it away! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Steaming on goalwards. Messi!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Asensio. And Robertson. Good read, needed to be. Caicedo. Thauvin. And it's Messi. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he finish? It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Gol! El dorsal 11.
Asensio.
Messi.
And it's Camavinga.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
So we're just settling back into this second half. Caicedo. Tauvin. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Messi. Messi! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
En el minuto 50, el dorsal
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Fernandez. Looking for options for movement. And he's only too happy to take that back. That's gone for a throw-in. Caicedo.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Tauvin. Looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi. In with the challenge. Now that's well seen too. Asensio. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Camavinga. Tauvin. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he was alert to it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Nepal.
He's gone for goal! Messi! From another planet! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Kane to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Asensio. And Caicedo. And this is Kane. Messi under intense pressure.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
It's a searching pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Nepal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That has not gone well. And they've got a throw. Fernandez. Stood up well to him there. Akanji. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold has given away a free kick.
Cambio de jugadores.
Donnarumma is the guilty party there, and it's Camavinga. Oh, that's fabulous.
Barcelona appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Valverde. Donnarumma. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's searching through. That's a throw. Another throw-in. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Messi. And he's being shifted off it. That's a cute ball. Thauvin. Just 5 minutes left. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, that is a nice touch. Kane! Messi. Now it's Kane. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Some resolute defending there. Fernandez. 4 extra minutes added on. Kane. Well read, nice interception. Fernandez. And that's been won straight back. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
That is good alertness. Caicedo. It's Kane!
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
El dorsal 7.
And that will be it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
recordamos a nuestros espectadores que el estadio dispone de una sala de objetos perdidos que permanecerá abierta entre semana en horario de oficina.